case, we need not be going to court.
All right, Mr. Philly, allow me to jump in quickly. I want to know who the defendants are on this case. Even though you've made a huge allegation, I hope they don't sue you for defamation, because you probably have to prove if JAMB has given all its revenue to politicians to to steal. But who are the defendants in this case? Who really are you suing?
The defendant is JAMB and the Ministry of Education.
Some have commended Professor Oloyede for what they termed a rare admittance of fault by any public official. That it's rare to say that in Nigeria. Are you saying Professor Oloyede's emotional apology isn't enough for Nigerians at this time?
Well, it's not enough, because while the apology is accepted, they must ameliorate the condition this has caused, the outcome it has. Do you know that why he admitted that and he wept? Do you know that somebody committed suicide in the course of this? So what happened to the parents and the siblings of the girl who committed suicide in Nworgu as a result of the outcome of this exam?
Hold that thought for a minute, Mr. Philly. Let me get Professor's opinion on this. Yes, Prof, please go ahead.
Can I quickly correct a point he made here, which is not actually accurate? He said that the review was for 3 hours and all that. That is not correct at all, because the reviewer was part of the review team and other eminent scholars and then stakeholders. The review commenced on Monday, and the whole of Monday, the whole of Tuesday, up to the press time on Wednesday, we were busy examining the data relating to the 2025 UTME examination. And then let me also say this, that every organization has his own procedures for doing things. The post-examination review for JAMB usually takes place under normal circumstances, a month or two after the examination. So it was because of the public outcry, JAMB's responsiveness to this social issue that led to the quick review of. Otherwise, that review shouldn't have happened now. So it is not right to credit JAMB with being responsive.
All right.
To the public outcry. JAMB was really responsive.
Prof.
That was why the review of the exam results was undertaken immediately.
Professor, please just
for the normal
hold that thought for a minute. I would like to follow up on some of the submissions you have made, but that'll be right after this break. Okay. Stay with us. Professor Nworgu, Mr. Philly, thank you for staying the course on the program. Prof, you heard the lawyer say that the JAMB's registrar apology isn't enough. Do you agree to the point that perhaps JAMB has to compensate financially for the emotional trauma? We're hearing reports of someone committing suicide. We have not been able to independently confirm that, but we've spoken with quite a number of parents who have talked about the trauma that families have experienced as a result of this mistake.
Thank you very much. Well, it is true that in circumstances like this, candidates who sat for the examination in question will face all kinds of psychological problems. Again, tests world over are associated with what we call test anxiety. And this can be pre or during or post the test in question. I don't think that what has happened is unusual. There have been instances where examinations or tests went awry, and then the examination body, canceled those examinations and then decided to re-examine the candidates in question because of issues of credibility issues of validity and reliability of the assessment results. What JAMB has done in this case is to first and foremost say, well, good. We agree with the public sentiment that something might be wrong with this examination. Let us prepone our review process, bring it forward to respond to this public outcry. Let us try to locate what actually went wrong. And then indeed, JAMB did excellently well with the review committee in locating where the problem was. And then when you look at the data or the figures with respect to the affected centers, we are talking about 169 centers out of 882 centers, which is about 19%. I'm talking about the scope of what happened. And then when you look at the candidates affected, 336,574 candidates out of 2,030,378 candidates that sat for the exam in the two regions. And this represents only about 16.58% of the candidates affected. So I agree with the fact that even if it was 1 or 2 or 20 or 1% or 2% of candidates that had to go through these psychological problems because of this error that was committed, not by JAMB per se, but by the vendor, the technology vendor, that's the service provider. You will see that it is not of such a scope, that will generate this kind of reactions, extreme reactions.
I understand your point clearly, Professor. The mistake you said is not from JAMB, but I want to believe that JAMB supervises the agencies it works with, and it has the responsibility to also oversee what they do, right? And that's why, yes, I just wanted to make a point that was why the JAMB registrar actually took